But anyway, let's start with JAC Cutter. Or I guess it's just JA Cutter. There is no combo here. Well, I guess there is kind of a combo. You just make an infinitely large Emry. It was perfect though. Chat, YouTube is deck time this time for Jeskai Ascendancy Cutter. Kind of a hybrid combo mid-range deck that's come out recently. That's really, really cool. We have 4 copies of Mishra's Bauble here as a free spell, same with the Mox Amber and the Mox Opal, but these produce mana. A couple copies of Portable Hole for 1 mana artifact, 4 Preordains for some card selection, 1 Spell Snare to be reactive, 4 copies of Tamiyo to generate artifacts, and then flip into a pretty good Planeswalker, 1 copy of Unholy Heat for when we hit Delirium. Comes the best removal spell we can play, aside from maybe Flame. 1 Aether Spellbomb on the bounce stuff, 1 Shadowspear, 1 Soul Guide Lantern, all Urza Saga targets, of course. 4 copies of Steel Cutter, kind of key in just giving this deck infinite threats. 4 copies of Emry, which combos with Jeskai Ascendancy, plus any of our 0 drops here. If we get a Mox Amber or a Mox Opal, then we need a second one on the field to Legend Rule it and loop it over and over. But if we have a Bauble, we can just solo combo Emry with Bauble and Jeskai Ascendancy, then make our Cutter infinitely large, and then kill them with Trample. We got a couple copies of Flame of Anor here as well, since Emry is a wizard and so is Tamiyo. That mana base wise got 4 copies of Arid Mesa, 4 Scalding Tarns, 1 Hallowed Fountain, 1 Meticulous Archive, 1 Island, 1 Mountain, 1 Sacred, 1 did I say Thunder Falls? Steam Vents, and then 4 Urza Sagas. Cyber wise, 4 copies of Consigned Memory for the Druzy, 1 Swan Song for man, this used to be for the Breach Mirrors, but now that there's no Breach in the format anymore, I'm not sure what this is for. Maybe Meltdown? No, it doesn't even counter. Oh, it does counter sorceries. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe Meltdowns or something. Guess a counter sideboard card. 1 copy of Needle that we could fetch out for Urza Saga. 1 Drannith Magistrate for the Storm Match. A couple Whip Flares for Energy. 1 Teferi for the interactive decks. A couple copies of Wear Tear for Amulet Titan. 2 Flages for when we need a race against energy. And then 1 Kappa Cannoneer, the unkillable turtle. Let's give it a shot. Wizard Robodad, thank you for the 13 months. I appreciate you. Cosplayers have it easy when it comes to getting the creator badges. Although they are arguably have the hardest job, which is to wear like a very warm costume the entire day. In the middle of summer in a desert that is Las Vegas. Yeah, Tifa Deco gets a badge every time. That's what I was thinking too. I think I am gonna buy like a cloud wig though. At least. When I went to pick up cards the other day, I went to Frankensons, which is like a hobby and collectible shop. That's fucked up. It's like a hobby and collectible shop. And I was looking at replica Buster Swords. And all of the replica Buster Swords they had there were all like at least 10 pounds. And I was like, I'm not carrying this thing around. No shot. Valk. Thank you. I appreciate the Prime and the 38 months. Nobody had plastic Buster Swords. They were all made out of metal. It was crazy. Shadowspear. Nope. Cannot cast that one. Yeah, they sell Buster Swords that did real damage. I couldn't believe it. I was like, this is actually a weapon. Dude, make me a Buster Sword. Let's go, Velk. I will carry it around if it's not 10 pounds. If it is 10 pounds plus, I'm out. It also has to not be an actual weapon for, well, self-explanatory reasons, I would imagine. If it's not a workout, it's not worth it. Alright, make it 30 pounds. Goes Lex Command. My favorite. I love you, goes Lex Command. And the crowd goes mild. Well, what scary thing do you think you're gonna cast, chat? Turn 1 Chalice is actually so messed up. I guess we gotta make a construct. If I had the best land, Mistress Village. Let me pull out my paper stuff. I have a Mistrise Village in here. Had to buy one for standard. Those things are not cheap. I couldn't believe how expensive Mistrise Village was because of the C word. Ghost Quarter Bajuka Bog. Can't speak of the C word. Not in this chat. Build Ghost Quarter Self to microspawn you. Where is that Mistrise Village? There it is. Here's your Mistrise Village, bunny. Right there. Maybe these are non-glare. Maybe they're not so bad after all. That was a good draw. Ish. No, it's not foil. I don't buy foil cards anymore. I've changed. Oh, they're aggro, Drazi. The more you know. Trade offer. Trade accepted. Like, I buy foils in games where they don't Pringle. Like Pokemon. In Pokemon, my foils do not Pringle. They look freaking phenomenal. And they don't Pringle at all. Not in the slightest. Card game diff, though. It's a feature. I'll never forget when they handed out Secret Lair Showdown promos. It was a Spell Pierce. And they put 3 of them on the table for the group of the 3 of us. And here was the table, and the card was like this. Like, I could put my eye underneath the Spell Pierce. Like that. And just see my opponent across from me. GG. In the words of Mente, GG. You stop drawing Kozilek, man. I would appreciate that. Can I borrow that Cavern of Souls too? Please, I need it. I'll play Steel Cutter Emry. Instead of making a construct here. Flame Mox Opal. Let's attack here, and then I'm gonna move this over to the Emry, and then cast the Bauble. Steel Cutter Emry, so sick. We need to draw Jeskai Ascendancy, and then we can win the game. Counterbend the material after it cools, so it's flat. They could fix it, but here we are. It's 100% like a temperature and a humidity issue, right? What is your last card in hand? World Breaker. Hey, Bobby. Are you playing the Creator Showdown? Might not be able to. Rip. Oh, good, Ugin. Good, 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 good. I was afraid that I wasn't going to have to deal with an Ugin. Killing Emry. Draws a card, gains life, kills me. I should have cracked the Bauble. Another Kozilek's command. Oh, good. I have Mox Opal. So I can go second Steel Cutter. I have to start casting 1-drops here. I think I start with Tamiyo. I make my 2 dudes. Then I cast Spellbomb for a prowess trigger. And Preordain for a prowess trigger. Man, this chalice is so lame. I can't kill this Ugin. They're top decking Kozilek. They let Ugin die. Kind of crazy that they let Ugin die. Yeah, I'm playing Kethis combo in the Creator Showdown. So that should be the last match every single time. Feels good, man. Well, they'll want that one. 5 Steel Cutters. So the remnants are Kozilek's command. Exactly. People have to watch because I'll be the last one. It's good marketing. Speaking of good marketing, we should just concede. We're not winning this game. I don't want to play against Kozilek's command anymore. Look at a random cards on Goldfish and Spike 5 over the hammer time today. With Steel Cutter. Honestly, the list doesn't seem that bad with Steel Cutter. Get off my screen inside of Emry. I do want you, trust me. But I don't want you to be giant and on my screen. Wear Tear is probably fine for the Chalice. I think we drop the Portable Hole. Drop Unholy Heat, Aether Spellbomb, Spell Snare. I also have a couple Flames. We had actually a decent amount of outs to Chalice. The Needle. Maybe I dropped the Shadowspear. I might be wrong. Trim 1 Saga postboard also. How you doing, Sommers? Be in my hand every game against Eldrazi, or I will stop playing you. Don't forget, chat giveaways going on after every match. Just type dog. I'm going to pull it after the match is over. About 60 or 70 more playpoint codes to give away. And I have like 800 avatars to give away. But I can only give 1 avatar per person. Dog emote's so funny. One of these days I'm going to start co-streaming on YouTube as well. Sounds really good. Just turn 1 Tamiyo, turn 2 Steel Cutter Bauble. Yeah, I relate to that dog emote. And mulligan to 6. Devour? Alright, they do have the Devour. We'll get Steam Vents. Didn't fail my dex check. Nice. Good start to the match. Or game, rather. Bad start to the match since we lost game 1. Exiled all 4. Didn't keep 1 on top. Trinisphere, hit that Herald, Sire, Cavern. Wait, that's correct. We cast the Cutter, we cast the Amber, we trigger the Cutter. We tap the Amber, we play the Emry. Probably play the Bauble as well. And drawing Chalice of the Void. Evil Eldrazi. That's been a good start so far. We have certainly cast a lot of spells, but if they have Kozilek's Command X1, it's going to be annoying. I figured this Emry's probably going to survive. Yeah, they just scoop. Maybe I should have kept the Bauble. You know, Bauble and Emry Bauble. That's like one self-contained double spell. Yeah, it's probably better, actually. I don't think I want to change anything. Yeah, bring back Kozilek's command, which is arguably the best answer to Cutter. Kill the monk, kill the Cutter for 3 mana. Instant speed. Or return a creature. Witherbloom command. Keep coping, bub. Keep coping, buddy. I want to keep his hand, but I don't know if it's good enough. It has the combo in it. I'm going to try it. Our best draw would definitely be a 0 mana artifact. Cast the turn 1 Emry. We draw Mox Amber. It's going to be absurd. I will also take a Bauble, though. Thinking if I want to run out the Mox anyways because the Chalice on 0. They'll probably put it on 1. Lotus Petal into standard. I don't even know if we'd see that much play. Would it? Having a non-permanent land in standard is a bad time. If we go for the Omni decks, I guess it'd be insane in prowess too. Cutter, Lotus Petal. Outside of the prowess deck, though, how many decks would want Lotus Petal? Yeah, there'd be no other decks. Or one relic. JAC is not really what I wanted to see. That's pretty good. Yep. Let's surveil. Bin Emry. Amber. I think I have to deploy Cutter, Opal, Amber, Emry. I think that's the best thing I can do this turn. Oh, another Steel Cutter. They're probably going to pop this relic. I think they have to. Maybe they don't leave up mana. Then we get to kill them. It also involves them not having Kozilek's command. Which it seems like they do have Kozilek's command. 5 mana, they can K-command my Emry. We sure are ascended Jeskai though. Bye-bye, Emry. That's a bummer. I'd like to cast a 0 mana spell next turn, but I don't think it's gonna happen. With me having 3 Jeskai Ascendancies in hand, my Emry dying here. Kind of regret bidding that other Emry now. Could have gone to Emry, move the Steel Cutter over, cast Bauble, and then attach the Steel Cutter to a new one. I also didn't know I was gonna build Bauble though. I think I could probably print a fixed price of progress into the format. I don't know about actual price of progress. A fixed version's probably okay though. Same like Wasteland. Cutter. Funk. I don't wish this Jeskai Ascendancy was not Jeskai Ascendancy. It that heralds the end. 3, 4. Uh-oh. Hi, Timmy. Myco spawn? Oh. Yeah, it's pretty good. Bouncing my, or killing my Jeskai Ascendancy. I don't think I'm winning this game, chat. Think it's a wrap. Saga. Yeah, it's a wrap. Urza Saga in my Jeskai Ascendancy mana base. Mulligan. Mulligan. And his hand doesn't do anything. Rough stuff. I do want to draw that Steel Cutter. DT, thank you for the raid. I hope you had a wonderful stream. Draw. I'm gonna still draw Z again. Perhaps Sacred Foundry. I actually forgot to surveil. DT distracted me. Force negation pitching Spell Snare. Excuse me, sir, you just played an Eldrazi Temple. Why do you have all that? Looks like it's the mono blue Ugin turns, or maybe through the breach, but probably mono blue Ugin turns. That's so sad. Preordain. Yeah, the people are butchering their decks just to counter Cutter. What a timeline we live in. I mean, I'm probably going to lose because of it. I don't really know what I can do about it. I lost 90% of my pressure just then. I feel like this deck is not very good against Eldrazi. Another stock up. Oh no. Attack with the Tamiyo. Cast our Preordain. Flip the Tamiyo. Amber Opal. Could keep this on top. I don't know how good it is. It does let me draw a card though. Oh no, I didn't use the Mox Opal mana. Alright, didn't matter. I should use the Mox Opal mana and left up the Mox Amber. God, I was cracking an artifact for that. Oops. Not that I think it really matters. Just gonna get through the breach here. Alright. Nothing really matters. Nothing matters for consigns. Swan Song probably fine in this matchup. Portable Hole out. Unholy Heat out. Aether Spellbomb. Spell Snare. Okie dokie. One more permanent for the Annihilator. I could have kept just Tamiyo, then drawn half my deck and still lost. I think it's a keep, but I'm not happy about it. I don't think I really need to consign anything on turn 1 unless it's Chalice. So we can go Emry and then hold up consign still. Yeah, more Tamiyo science class from yesterday. What if we flip it with Rona's ability? Oh, it dies instantly. Tamiyo, no! Mox Amber. Emry. Ban all of my Jeskai Ascendancies instead of actually helpful artifacts. Despair. Goodbye, Emry. Sorry, Jay, you can hear the dogs in the background. They're going ham. What the dog do? Their island's sick? Yeah, like sick in the head. Somebody's probably crossing the street. And they feel the incessant need to bark at them. Well, I guess I have to pass the turn again. Maybe I should have cracked this Bauble. No through the breach. Oh, good Devour. Cutter. Should probably cut the Soul Guide Lantern. Oh, come on, man. That's so unfortunate. You know what I need to draw, chat? Underworld Breach. Somehow I don't think we're drawing Underworld Breach, though. I think this deck lacks any sort of pressure whatsoever. Steel Cutter, something happens to Steel Cutter, it's just you do nothing for the rest of the game. Okie dokie. Do you have the breach plus the kill me? Breach, breach, temple, lightning bolt. Through the breach, Eldrazi temple. Kind of feel like I should leave up Otawara. Counter through the breach. Unless it's Ulamog. Also, if I just cast Jeskai Ascendancy, pass gets devoured anyways. We can Surveil. Hope to draw a Cutter. The only card I ever want to see ever. Leave that on top. Tamiyo. Play Tamiyo, say go. Think I have to leave up Otawara again. Yeah, Jolted Awake. I think that's the one you're thinking of. Saga. Let's use Saga plus Opal to crack this clue. Hit a Preordain. Yeah, I could flip Tamiyo. Take Swan Song too. Makes me feel a little bit better about just playing this Jeskai Ascendancy out. Yo, Goody, thank you for the Prime of the 8 months. Appreciate ya. Force of Negation. Well, if I give him a bird, I could die to Breach. How am I winning this game without Jeskai Ascendancy? I'm not. I have a bird. I could also just pick up that, yeah, pick up the Null Drifter, and then through the Breach in the Null Drifter. That'd be 5, 6, 7, 8. Not lethal. Maybe just cast the Null Drifter. Oh. Well. Okay. Not close. Alright, AC. Most important match of your life in the X2 bracket. I lost. And by X2, I mean O2. I mean, that's still X2, right? The X is just 0. X equals 0 is a legal mana cost. My Arid Mesa. Maybe I should have cracked the Bauble. Preordain, indeed. 2 to the top. Well, that's not very reassuring. If they have counter magic for the Steel Cutter, I kind of feel like they probably do. Maybe I just have to deploy it anyways. Why they didn't have it? I'm actually going to cycle one of these Baubles. Not going to attack with the Monk, though. Good to know their thoughts he's deck. Guess I cracked my Bauble at the wrong time. I want to see what they left on top off that Preordain, though. Goodbye, Emry. Maybe they kill this Monk? Yeah. Looks like they're a Death Shadow deck. Maybe Grixis Frog Shadow. Something similar to what we played the other day. Yep. I'm gonna go Aether Spellbomb. Then cast Bauble. Bauble myself, see if I want to fetch. This is Tamiyo. I think Tamiyo's a fine draw. But we pass, we Spellbomb this, and then we can Spell Snare back on the way down. Tamiyo, let's just go Tamiyo to Jeskai Ascendancy next turn. We're just gonna trigger the Steel Cutter. I will block here. Bounce here. I'm gonna go grab Hallowed Fountain, Spell Snare the Frog on the way back down. If they do choose to cast that. Looks like they're not, though. Those are the Ragster instead. Mox Opal, I think we put it at the top. So now we can go Jeskai Ascendancy. Mox Opal. Make a cutter. I think I loot the Tamiyo away. I can loot this land away. And make a Tamiyo, and then we still have the Mox Amber mana to cast Spell Snare. Just pass? Attack? Pass? Let's pass. I think being defensive is okay here. We have inevitability with Jeskai Ascendancy. Tech needs more stock up. What if this was just stock up instead? Probably be a lot happier. Everything needs more stock up. No. My spell's there. ACY. Otawara. Let's attack with the Tamiyo. Draw a card. Hotsies was surprisingly good. Flame. Speaking of surprisingly good. Melt the frog. Loot. Discard. See you later, Otawara. Pass. They have one card in hand. If they kill this, they can connect with the Ragavan, but it's not that big of a deal. I think the more important part is that they just have one card in hand. I have a lot of resources to work with. Cleans my Bauble. My Bauble. One black. Fatal Push. Imagine they attack me, right? Doesn't attack at all. Scoops. I suppose. Let's take Flage, Kappa Cannoneer, to Fairy. I think we want more of the grindy cards in this matchup. Maybe we don't want, probably trim 0. And a couple of Jeskai Ascendancies. Maybe it's more Jeskai Ascendancies. Go down to 1. I think I could just be like a mid-range deck in this matchup instead. Take the Swan Song over the last one and just not play it at all. Just be like a Flage, Cutter, mid-deck. Dog, yog, woof, woof. That's a keeper. I wish this Meticulous Archive wasn't Meticulous Archive, but I still think the hand's pretty good. We just lead on Steam Events, Tamiyo. And then Meticulous Archive, I guess. Depends on what we draw, though. Emry has arrived. Convenient. Opponent does nothing. Let's start by attacking with the Tamiyo. Interrogatory. Cast the Bauble. Cast Emry. Steam Vents. Counterspell. Let's have another Emry on top. It's Emry number 3, so we can go next turn Emry into Emry. They end up countering one of the two. No, my Emry. Messed up, man. Got 5 minutes on it. Blue Tron. I don't like Disruptor Flute. I would not touch Disruptor Flute in the main deck. If I want to play something like that, just play Karn the Great Creator. Like 26 lands is also 6 too many. Deploy Emry, pass with a clue token up. And counter my Emry. Stern Scalding. I can actually flip Tamiyo now. That worked out kind of well. I lose my wizard though. Yeah, you could play some soul cauldrons and then be fine, I think. No, actually, the thing about Soul Cauldron Ferret is like you just don't have the critical mass of creatures to put the Soul Cauldron onto. This deck's playing 8 creatures plus the 4 cutters. And putting Tamiyo under the cauldron does nothing. It's only Emry. I don't think it's worth it. I think you want to be further away from going all in on the Jeskai Ascendancy part. I think I'll hold this Preordain. They should make a cauldron that gives passive abilities. Then Tamiyo under the Soul Cauldron go crazy. Attack, make a clue. All my creatures attack and make clues. Raug. Murktide. Hello. I have that Aether Spellbomb, right? Or did I board it out? Yeah, I do have that Aether Spellbomb, so I can bounce the Murktide. Preordain, see what's up. Portable Home, Mox Opal. No, yes. And take out the Psychic Frog. If I plus the Tamiyo and just like sit behind 2 creatures, I think they just die. It's like pretty free to attack here, but at the same time, I think I just pass. Tamiyo doesn't get hit, I win the game. Unless they have Bowmasters, but I have the answer to Bowmasters in my hand. Alright. We did it. Mon Meltdown. Our first win of the day. 1 hour later. After 1 whole hour. Jay Sanchez, congrats on winning the giveaway. Send your playpoint code. Your first to win? True. That is how that works. Technically, I'm first, so I win all the giveaways. Hmm. Yes, Belcher. It's kind of nice with the Tamiyo. I think I have to kill them pretty quickly if it's Belcher. I don't think I have a Needle in the main deck, right? Maybe I just go Hallowed Fountain and try to spike Jeskai Ascendancy off the top. No. Why are we here just to suffer? Ruben Medallion, go. I think we absolutely have to pop that. Unknown Jeskai Ascendancy. Start bringing back Bauble, though. Beta Reunion, discarding Manamorphose. So if they have Storm Scale, we're pretty cooked. I cast a few rituals, then crack the Beta Reunion. My hand is actual nothing. Actually, such a garbage hand. Your go. Don't kill me, I'll die. I'm gonna die. Limps. It seems like they're just playing basic Ruby Storm with Belcher. I don't know if they're on Storm Scale Scion. It's a pretty cool idea. There's Iron Crag Feet and there's Belcher, so GG. Needle in. Portable hole out. In signs. I could take the Swan Song. The Drannith Magistrate's fine. Cut the Heat, cut the Spellbomb, Soul Guide Lantern. I don't know if I need the Shadowspear either. I don't think I'm really outgaining life compared to the damage they can deal. Probably not happening. How do I feel about Teferi? I don't think Teferi's that good. Maybe we drop a Preordain. Alright, Jeskai Ascendancy, don't be a blank piece of cardboard challenge pretty hard, apparently. Jeskai Ascendancy has not looked good in any of our games until this point. I did want to draw it a couple times. There's also a lot of times where I had 3 of them in my hand. There's Pass and Surveil. Plan on casting Jeskai Ascendancy plus the Mox Opal, maybe. Bitter Reunion. Drops the Striker Rich. They definitely seem like they're more of a Storm build. I said Jeskai Ascendancy and then Mox Opal. Untap my Tamiyo. Loot. Drop Island. Give Tamiyo +1/+1. Attack with her, and then we get to leave a consign. I'm the bird in the back. Yeah. That bird just like me for real. Manamorphose. Not Giga Chad guy on the left. You're the guy holding the lantern. Must be dead. Don't see him in the art. That is canonical though. Lantern guy is dead. Don't you blood moon me. So I wouldn't care that much if they blood moon me. A minor inconvenience. Flashback strike. Ritual. Type dog into the chat for your chance to win a giveaway for the dog avatar. I like to untap my Tamiyo. What if they just killed me anyways? How sad would that be? Kind of can't do much here. Let me just shock this in and pass. We can draw 2 off a flame and then try to hit another consign. I hope I win the next giveaway. I haven't won a giveaway since yesterday. It's cool. Alright. Any changes? I guess Wear Tear is looking more appealing. Because they have Belcher and they have Ruby. Maybe Wear Tear is fine. 2 Tamiyos. King Cold World. Thank you for the prime of the 2 months. Thank you. I appreciate the support. I think his hand's a keeper. It's lacking pressure, but we have 2 Sagas, then we have 2 counter spells as well. How bad could it be, right? That helps. VOD. Yeah, it's very VOD. Thundering Falls, Surveil. I guess I have to leave that on top. White mana. Let's grab Hallowed Fountain. Amber. Emry. Pass with a Consign, a Swan Song, and a Dream. It's good enough for me to consign. Bauble. It's another Emry. I'd rather cast second Emry and try to find an artifact here. I really want to cast Steel Cutter either. Cast the Opal. I want to leave up the Swan Song this turn. I'm in trouble if they just play Belcher. Kind of tempting to Swan Song it. Probably not correct. Well, the number of turns they have is limited. Oh, Bauble. We win, I think. We did it. Yeah, it's certainly trying to be. I think we've been the Spell Snare. Getting the Steel Cutter back's kind of pointless. We just loop that over and over. And we win. Alright, chat. The winner of the giveaway is King Gold. You ask, how do I win the giveaway? And then you immediately win the giveaway. Gee. Congrats, King Gold. Hey, what's up, Josh? I think it's a keeper. No Narset in this build. Narset's probably better than Jeskai Ascendancy, though. Double Devour. Uh-oh. This is what we lost to for the first 2 matches. Why is there so much Eldrazi? I gotta stop playing Eldrazi. Not cool. Portable Hole. Let me just drop the turn 1 Emry to try to hit land drop as fast as possible. Should have bobbled them. I actually left that on top of Devour. Maybe I only bobble once. I can flip Tamiyo. I have Kozilek's command. I think I have to flip Tamiyo though. Dude, Mike, thank you for the raid as well. Lots of raids coming in today. Appreciate you, buddy. Hope you had a wonderful stream. We're going for the 3-2 with Jeskai Ascendancy Cutter. And, well, I haven't beaten Eldrazi yet. We got round number 3 against Eldrazi. Dog. Tamiyo, bottom, land, top, flip Tamiyo. Crack the Bauble. See another Kozilek's command. Try not to cry. Cry a lot. Imprint the Devour by Emry. Spike already has an avatar. I guess Soul Guide Lantern. Oh, I guess I could Preordain first for more information. I guess I leave it on top. And go Cutter, Emry. Can't equip the Cutter to the Emry for haste, though. It's too expensive. Don't kill my Tamiyo, please. Maybe I should have minus the Tamiyo, because it's probably going to die here to Devour. Yep. Cutter, Emry. Trigger the Cutter. Try not to lose my Cutter. But I can't really stop that from happening. This portable hole is also embarrassing. I'd say maybe they're out of gas, but they do have a World Breaker under here, and they have another Devourer. They have 2 answers to my Steel Cutter here. Surely they can't kill it this turn, though, right? Chrysalis. Well, that's pretty good. I think I'm cycling the Soul Guide Lantern. I feel like they should just attack here, too. I think I'm going to end up taking 6. No attacks. Jeskai Ascendancy. Not quite. Also not quite. Got a Mox Opal on top. I'm not super interested in. Let's get back. I guess Bauble. No, I guess Soul Guide Lantern's better. Let's plan on cycling it immediately. That's not helpful either. Time to get my world broken. It's almost like it's my signature or something weird. Almost. Oh, they have K command. So is K command you. It's never hi Dingo, how are you? It's hey Dingo, cast Kozilek's command for 4. Please have mercy. If I don't draw Jeskai Ascendancy or if they just remove Emry, I'm dead anyways. Not a great spot to be in. Maybe they have a Rumble here I can counter. We should play some Brood Scale at some point. They played a Boseiju. And a Utopia Sprawl. Yeah, K command does not mean Kolaghan's command anymore. Times have changed. As Portable Hole's about to go crazy though. Damn the disrespect. Wow, I'm so dead. Block. World Breaker eats. I just can't win the game, I don't think. I have to draw Jeskai Ascendancy into Narsa. Or sorry, Jeskai Ascendancy into Emry. Seems very unlikely. One, two, three, four, five. Block. Jeskai Ascendancy. Wrong order. Can I block out of this turn? No, right? I guess I could haste it. Cast Soul Guide Lantern. Crack it. I don't think that does anything either. I had to leave the cutter on Emry. 1 mana short though. Dead. Consign in Wear Tear. Probably fine. Matchup seems abysmal. What the Kappa Cannoneer? I don't know about this needle either. Up a Spell Snare. Take a 3-game action, spend 6 minutes on clock. Been there, done that. Sorry, I'm watching Dingo. Me watching YouTube. Or playing Words on stream with chat. I hope the red cutter deck was a little bit better than this one. This has been disappointing. This deck looks a lot better on paper than it plays out. Actually, you don't see that often. Normally, it's the other way around, where it looks terrible on paper, and then it plays out better than it looks. Ew. This mana base is just non-functional. This reminds me of the old 3-color breach decks that were trying to play like expressive iteration. This man is so ass, man. don't even get the double spell next turn. Tragic. Maybe I should have left one of the baubles. Let's make construct tokens. I was just kind of hoping I would draw a different 0 mana artifact. Can sign that, I guess. Let's grab Amber. Cast the Opal so that we can make a monk here. Then leave this, draw a card off the clue token. Pass the turn. The hasty Tamiyo tech is pretty sweet though. I don't do have a heart. Alright, send it. I don't think you can play Red and 6 in this list. I think Red and 6 is not good. Flares are interesting. I think the Red and 6 is just too hard to cast. Yep. Majuka bogs me. I also just think Red and 6 is very low impact in this format right now. Sure, like they gave the prime to 17 months. Looks like we're gonna go X and Eldrazi. GG. What's this? Yeah, but Ren 6 is not a good card. It is a good finisher when you get to ultimate it, but it is not a good card. In the current context of Modern. This format's way too fast. Get me out. Get me out of here. Yeah, I remember when Ren 6 should have been banned and then wasn't. I went 3-2 with a different version of Team Root.
Have you
Bing
peeked?
bong, bing bong, bing bing bong.
Have you peeked?
You're a third-rate duelist.
I can't take it anymore.